Champions of Europe, we know what we are. Good morning, fellow treble, fellow quadruple winners. How are you doing today, City? Of course, last night won the UEFA Super Cup over in Athens, beating Sevilla on penalties. We beat a team on penalties. That's when you know things are looking up, Manchester City. Today, we're going to talk about 5 things that I personally took from this game. Of course, at the top of this video, I do want to say, give the champions in this video, give it a like. Let's get the subscribers up to if we can. I'm smashing out the videos at the moment, and fingers crossed you guys are enjoying all the content that I'm putting out. I'm doing loads. I'm doing absolute loads, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. And this, of course, is an old classic, 5 things learned, because there's plenty of talking points. Pretty much all positive, but 1 or 2 where you think, well, are the things that need to be said, are the things that we need to discuss and get real about, what is the narrative around this game? But anyway, what a beautiful morning it is indeed, says Mark in the chat. It is. We won another trophy. We lifted another trophy. We were there on merit, and it feels good. It feels really good to watch Manchester City lift it high and proud into the sky. Another European trophy. Absolutely, it really, really does. How were you feeling during the game last night? Alistair in the chat says he was absolutely cacking himself during those penalties. It was weird, wasn't it? Because my mood towards this whole game in general sort of switched as the day went on. It didn't help that I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I feel a bit better today, by the way, which is nice. I just needed a good night's sleep. I got an average night's sleep. But that'll do, It helped me a little bit. But my mood was like, it's not that important. But then seeing the players lift the trophy, and as it came close to winning it, I was like, I want to win this now. And when you see them lifting that Super Cup, you realise, you know what? We are there because we deserve to be there, because we are champions of Europe, because we won a treble. And that Super Cup is an honour that we get to play against a team like Sevilla that have been winning trophy after trophy in European football. We have to win it, man. Success is the biggest cause of success is success. If you win trophies, you want to win more. I swear it's addictive. And seeing City lift another last night, seeing the smile on their faces, particularly people like Kyle Walker lifting his first trophy as captain, seeing people like Cole Palmer getting the man of the match, and Gvardiol and Kovacic getting their first in blue, seeing that, to me, that gets me excited. And I think it's very, very it's very much worth taking seriously. Of course, it's just the beginning of the season. Loads of stuff to talk about, of course, as we go through the next few weeks with the transfer stuff. But let's get into the first topic today. You had me right. Cole Palmer should stay. Look, Cole Palmer should stay, man. Has post-shower scruffy. Cole Palmer should stay. I'm sorry. I know some people have already made their minds up on Cole Palmer. I implore you, I beg of you, to trust me on this. Please. Cole Palmer is an excellent young footballer. We have been sort of misled to believe that every footballer, every elite talent should be world class at 21 years old. Saka and Foden and people like that, they are not normal. They are anomalies, Someone tell me where Riyad Mahrez was at 21. Someone tell me where most of these people were at 21. We need to understand that just because you're not a superstar at 21, it's absolutely fine. That yesterday was Cole Palmer winning man of the match in a European Super Cup. Genuinely, look at him as well, his performance against Arsenal in the Community Shield. That's what I've been trying to tell people for ages. And people are already saying he's not ready. I'm not saying he's ready. I'm saying he should be around the squad because he's a talented young footballer. I'm not saying he should start every single week. I'm not saying he should be the Mahrez direct replacement. But what I am saying, should he be the guy that comes off the bench for half an hour or starts in games in the Carabao Cup or starts if Bernardo's out? Yes. Absolutely, because he's goals and assists. I have seen it time and time again. And what a lot of people don't realise, and it's understandable, is they form their opinions based off Cole Palmer being nowhere near his best. They form their opinions of him playing on the left, or playing as a false nine, or playing as a midfielder, because that's where Gvardiol has put him constantly. He's only played a few games as a right winger. Right now, as a right winger, that's what we're seeing. Look how his confidence shot up after that goal as well, by the way. And by the way, he does score goals. What more do you need? We need goals. And he saw his confidence. As soon as he got that goal, his confidence shot up. Acuna is such a good player, man. An experienced, wily, excellent footballer with loads of European experience. And he had Acuna on toast, man. Acuna Matata. That guy was gone. Absolutely gone. And that, to me, is everything about Cole Palmer. And he is slight and he is slender. And people think he looks that he's not trying because he's got quite a... He's aesthetically not like... He doesn't look aggressive, but that's just entirely how he looks because he's quite a lanky lad naturally, but it doesn't mean he's not talented. It doesn't mean he's not trying. He's got so much potential. Keep him around, man. Keep him around. Let him learn from Bernardo Silva. Let him be the guy who gets 20 starts this season because Bernardo can't play every game. Foden can't play every game. And even if Doku comes in, he can't play every game either. Look, we need 4 wingers in my opinion. Grealish, Doku, Bernardo Silva or Foden, and Palmer. That, to me, is enough. And let's be honest, man, he had a better game than Jack Grealish, and Jack Grealish is a £100 million treble winner, and I love Jack Grealish. I really do. But Cole Palmer was our biggest threat last night. That's the talent. And everyone goes, sign who Brighton want. Look who Brighton want. They want Cole Palmer. If that doesn't tell you, look, I'm not saying he's a superstar. I'm not saying he's finished. I am saying he's got so much potential. He's a mini Mahrez, man. Riyad Mahrez gets it as well. Mini Mahrez gets it. So trust me on this one. Keep him around, man. Keep him around. Let him develop. He's talented. He's got loads of potential. And he will be a star. He'd be trusting him. Having said that, we do need Paqueta and Doku. That's the second point I want to talk about. Look, I mean, it was really obvious last night. We looked at Manchester City that we do need options. We do need options. I think the squad looks a little bit thin. You look at the bench last night and it was a little bit sparse when it comes to experience, and variety is the word I would use there. I trust that Phil would be great through the middle. He didn't have his best game last night, though I would say, by the way, when Foden went left centre mid as opposed to right centre mid, him and Kovacic switched sides in the second half. It looked a lot better. The angles were nicer, you know. It just seemed that Foden was better near Grealish and Kovacic was better near Cole Palmer. It works for me that way. So what we need to do is remember that players, early on will make the odd game where it's not perfect. But I still think you look at that bench, you look at that team, we need variety. Doku will bring in explosiveness. He'll bring in aggression. He'll bring in dribbles. He'll bring in that just joy de vivre you get from football. A little bit of flair and flamboyancy. And I think Pep knows right now that every now and then we're going to play teams who are going to sit deep. They're going to sit horrible. They're going to absolutely stink up that pitch. So we're going to need people who are going to run it with people. We're going to need people who are explosive and have that maverick attitude. They really do. And people like Doku can do it. And Paqueta, look, Paqueta, to solve my car, to Lucas Paqueta. Get him for the song alone. But we need someone like him as an option because every now and then you're going to need a little bit of variety. And Paqueta, look, he's a Brazilian international, did it at AC, did it at Lyon, did it at West Ham, did it for Flamengo. Look, we're going to take a little bit of time to get these done, but I think we will get them done. And I think these players need it. I'm not down on Kovacic and Foden playing in the middle yesterday because I think we need a bit of time. Look, Manchester City's football is so intricate that the rhythm's not always there. But the added players to come into this squad will be perfect right now. Get them done, Cheeky. Get them done, Pep. We need them. This man, with his first medal there, he'll be great. I have absolutely seen enough to know he'll be great. I'm not saying he had a 10 out of 10 game last night or anything like that. It was probably relatively average game, but I saw the raw tools. Yosko's in the chat. Yosko's like, I will. Good on you, Yosko. But I saw the raw tools there. To understand that we've got a potential star here, man. Like, what I like about him, he's not afraid to get forward. He's not afraid to pull the trigger either. There's clearly a tenacity and aggressiveness. Super clean as a passer. And of course, as Alfred just said as well, look, he looks decent as a left back. His versatility will absolutely come into play. It massively comes into play. When did I win a medal? I won it last night, mate. Did you not see? He's like a beefier version of me, isn't he? He's basically just FG, though, we're being honest, man. But he's so comfortable on the ball. He's so technically excellent. He's aggressive. He's strong in the challenge. He's going to be a superstar for Manchester City Football Club. I've got no doubt whatsoever that this guy, given time, with a little bit of patience, he's going to be a brilliant signing for Manchester City. He's naturally way more comfortable than Ake will be on that side because he's more attacking-minded. We've only seen a taste of what's to come from Gvardiol, but I like the taste. That starter, man, I can't wait for the main course. And then the dessert, maybe it'll be a goal in the final one day or something like that. But I know he's brilliant. I know he's going to be a star. And welcome to Manchester City, Gvardiol. Welcome to Manchester City, Kovacic. You wear blue like this, you win trophies. It's really as simple as that because that is what we do now. We're Manchester City and we win trophies. This man, he needs the credit. He needs the credit. And good morning, by the way, to everyone in the chat. There's so many people here. Please do like the video, by the way. 135 people watching, 25 likes. Yeah, it's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. By the Pepsi saying, good rattling of Arsenal fans on Twitter, by the way. My pleasure, mate. I just needed to do it, man. I needed to rattle some feathers. But anyway, Ederson, look, can we talk about Ederson? He's Brazilian. He only costs 30 million. We think he's brilliant. He's Ederson. That song needs to come back. Can I just tweet this now? The Ederson song needs to come back, by the way. Absolutely. He needs to come back because he's cracking. Look, Champions League final, the Champions League run-in, the semi-finals, he absolutely stepped up. Again, yesterday, big saves. Okay, he didn't save any penalties, but that's not his fault. But big saves during the 90 minutes. Ederson got a lot of criticism last year where his form occasionally did drop a little bit. The odd save which he should have made, which he didn't. But we can't deny that towards the run-in, towards the treble run-in, he was excellent for Manchester City. And right now, he's in a really strong spell of form. And he deserves the credit for that. People are very quick to jump down on a player, always. I sense it and see it a lot. People are very quick to let people know when they're upset. It's sort of like the TripAdvisor kind of syndrome. You know, when people always love to leave a negative review because they want to rant, but they don't like leaving a positive one, do they? Because it's a bit harder and you just sort of, yeah, whatever, you walk off in a good mood. But I feel like in this instance, Ederson needs the credit, man. Like, we're always happy to moan when he does something wrong, but we're never happy to call on and go, hold my hands up, he's been excellent. Ederson recently has. Give this guy the respect. He's been at Manchester City for 7 years now, is it? Is it 6 years? Whatever it's been. An awful long time. And we saw those rumours yesterday that apparently the Saudi regime got in touch with him. And, you know, Al Hilal apparently want him, but he was just not interested. And I love that, man. This man wants to be at Manchester City Football Club. City weren't interested. Ederson wasn't interested. He's happy here. He's happy building a legacy. He's going to go down eventually if he stays around and keeps winning. Because our greatest ever goalkeeper. And some of you are going to have to accept that Ederson is a massive part of it. I love the man. He's mad. He's mental. He's Brazilian. He's ours. And I absolutely love him. The final thing I learned... Well, I didn't learn, but we see more affirmation, more confirmation. This guy absolutely lives for the big games. You got your man here, Rodri, saying, I need a rest. You can't be that brilliant every single week, Rodri. You can't be, mate. Because if you are, you're never going to get a rest. You're playing yourself into an early grave by your own brilliance. He actually had a bit of a stinker in the first half. He did, but so did City. Second half, what did he do? He stepped up. A beautiful assist for Cole Palmer's goal. A beautiful assist. Great header, by the way, as well. But a beautiful assist. And that is what Rodri does, you know. A big game, a big moment. It's just classic Rodri. A goal and assist now in 2 games in the European finals. That is just Rodri. Of course, as well, in the Nations League as well for Spain, absolutely excellent there. Rodri is just that guy, you know. He's just that guy. He wakes up, he looks himself in the mirror, he wins trophies, he wins man of the matches, he scores goals, he gets assists. Stupid footballer, but then that is Rodri. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff. And to me, when Rodri's on the pitch, we have a chance. People talked about Casemiro. They even put, look, Arsenal, Declan Rice is a good player. But if Declan Rice had turned up at Manchester City, he'd be learning from this guy. They are the levels. They are the levels, you know. Everyone else is learning from Rodri. Doesn't matter who you are these days. You're Casemiro, you're Declan Rice, you're Partey, you're whoever you are, you're Caicedo. You're learning from Rodri. Rodri is the greatest. He's the greatest. He's the best in the world at what he does, and he's a Manchester City player. Absolute superstar. A superstar, and he's ours as well. One day he'll be a future Manchester City captain. I've got no doubt whatsoever. This guy is obsessed with winning trophies. So they are the 5 things I took from this game. One, that Cole Palmer should absolutely stay at Manchester City Football Club. There is obvious talent there. I'm not saying he's ready, he's got a bit of rawness still, but there's so much obvious talent. If you can't see it, you're not looking. It's that obvious at this point. It really is. Just look how naturally gifted he is, and look what confidence does for him. Keep him there as the backup to Bernardo Silva on the right. Just keep him there, man. We need it. Too good. We also need Paqueta and Doku. We do need that versatility. We do need a little bit of electric pacing behind. We do need a bit of Brazilian samba magic. Absolutely do. Get them done. We need a variety and options there. We also know, I reckon, that Gvardiol is going to be a great signing. A promising, technical, strong, full debut for Manchester City Football Club. Signs of his enigmatic ability going forward. What a left foot he's got. And he'll be a great signing for City. Ederson once again steps up in the final. Absolutely deserves his roses right now. And finally, Rodri lives for the big games. Guys, they are the 5 things that I took from this game. It's just a short video because we're shooting out with the family to do some family stuff. But let me know, of course, what you made, what your 5 things learned were. And I'll read them all in the comments. And, of course, watch my match reaction from last night. I'll try later to go live for a fan view live. I was a bit too tired last night. Just couldn't do it. And as soon as I finished the reaction, like I went downstairs. The little guy was stirring. I was too tired, so I just went to bed and got some sleep. But for now, though, City have won again another European Cup. Come on, get those likes up, subscribe to the channel, catch all the content I've done on my channel recently so much, and I'll catch you later for another video. City are European champions again. The kings of Europe. Say that out loud.